Hello everybody, welcome back to Alan Wall's Photography. This is Alan, and today we're going to take a look at the winners, well, not at the winners' photographs from the 2020 My Pandemic photography competition. But before we get into that, I want to tell you a short story. For those of you unaware, the My Pandemic competition got underway about 3.5 months ago, right as the pandemic was starting to have a real impact on us in this country. The idea was this: we would have a photography competition. There wouldn't be any entry fees and there wouldn't be any prizes. The photographers were asked to submit one photograph that encapsulated what the pandemic meant to them in their personal lives, just one picture. We would take all of the entries, and the photographers that had submitted entries themselves would all get to vote for the best images. Then we'd take the best 100 images and we would publish them in book form and sell them. And the proceeds from the sale of the books would go directly to those humanitarian efforts that were in greatest need of funding support. That was the plan. It didn't work out exactly as planned, and that's what I want to talk to you about, because the results from the voting have been sitting on my desk for about 3 weeks. And it seems like every time I reach for them to make this video, I found something more urgent, pressing, important that I had to take care of first. And this task getting pushed further and further back. Yesterday, I heard that a friend of mine, a former employee, a nurse, had become a COVID statistic herself. And I think that's what it took to yank me back into reality. I looked through the photographs again and realized exactly what was going on. I have been dreading making this video, and I've been reluctant to talk about it because we didn't raise any money. We didn't get nearly enough participation. We didn't even get to 100 photographs. We had 86 in total. Not that in any way lessens the importance and the quality of the images that we did receive. What the low number of entries meant was that it was impossible for me to get funding for a book. And with no book, there were no proceeds. And with no proceeds, we failed to meet our goal. So in a nutshell, I was embarrassed to make this video because I would also have to let you know that I had failed completely in what I'd set out to do. So the problem is not that I was embarrassed to make this video. The problem was that I allowed my embarrassment to actually cause me to delay making the video. The embarrassment is fine. I've earned it. I did not have the expertise, the experience, the training, the contacts. I didn't have anything that it took to run a successful fundraising campaign. So I should be embarrassed because I shouldn't have done this without a significantly greater amount of preparation and support. But I did it anyway. That's called hubris, and the embarrassment comes with that, and it's well earned. But the response to being embarrassed is not to keep ignoring the problem, which is what I have done and why I'm telling you this now. Doing something and failing is how we learn. Doing something and then refusing to own the failure is how we get stuck. And the other thing I learned was that wanting something to happen, no matter how badly you want it to happen, is no substitute to preparation and experience and knowledge. Why am I telling you this now? It's mainly because my childish behavior has been disrespectful to the people who submitted photographs, who've been waiting for the results. And the fact that I was afraid of having my fragile ego damaged in releasing the results is just not an excuse. So a pessimist might look at this and say, well, my pandemic was a complete failure. You didn't raise any money. And that's probably the way I've been looking at it. When in reality, my pandemic was a rousing success. We had 86 committed photographers take the time and put the effort into creating some of the most marvelous photographs. And that is a win. So as we enjoy these photographs and honor the photographers, let's remember why we did this in the first place. Out of a desire to help the people that are suffering and will still suffer from the pandemic. I'll be back in a few days with something else. In the meantime, enjoy the photographs, join me in congratulating the winners, and have a good day.